Imagine a world without the internet, no Google searches, no social media, no online shopping. It might sound like a scene from a science fiction movie, but it's a reality that many people experienced not too long ago. Today we take the internet for granted, relying on it for everything from communication to entertainment. But what would happen if it suddenly disappeared? How would our lives change? The internet has revolutionized the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. It has connected people from all corners of the globe, providing access to information and resources that were once unimaginable. However, this reliance on technology has also come at a cost. We are constantly bombarded with information, glued to our screens, and increasingly isolated from the physical world. A world without the internet would be a very different place. It would be a world where we would have to rely on more traditional forms of communication, such as face-to-face interactions, phone calls, and letters. We would have to go back to visiting libraries and bookstores for information, and our entertainment options would be limited to what we could find offline. While this might sound daunting to some, it's important to remember that life existed before the internet and it wasn't all bad. In fact, there are many potential benefits to a world without the internet. We might find ourselves with more free time, stronger relationships, and a greater appreciation for the simple things in life. In the pre-internet era, communication was a much slower and more deliberate process. Letters were the primary means of long-distance communication, and phone calls were reserved for important matters or special occasions. While this might seem archaic by today's standards, it fostered a sense of anticipation and excitement that is often lacking in our instant gratification society. Remember the joy of receiving a handwritten letter from a loved one, the feel of the paper, the unique handwriting, the time and effort it took to compose those words. It was a tangible expression of connection that simply cannot be replicated by an email or text message. Phone calls, too, were more meaningful events. Without the convenience of texting or instant messaging, people took the time to have real conversations, listening attentively and responding thoughtfully. These interactions, while less frequent, were often deeper and more fulfilling. The internet has undoubtedly transformed the educational landscape, providing students with access to a wealth of information and resources. However, it has also led to a dependence on technology and a decline in traditional learning methods. In a world without the internet, students would have to rely on textbooks, libraries, and face-to-face interactions with teachers and peers. This would require a more active and engaged approach to learning, encouraging critical thinking, problem-solving, and information literacy skills. Libraries, once the primary source of information, would experience a renaissance. Imagine the hushed silence of the reading rooms, the smell of old books, the thrill of discovering hidden literary gems. It would be a bibliophile's paradise. Section 4. Business and Commerce. A return to brick and mortar. The internet has revolutionized the business world, enabling global commerce and remote work. However, it has also led to the decline of brick-and-mortar stores and the rise of online giants. In a world without the internet, businesses would have to adapt to a more localized and personalized approach. Physical stores would once again become the primary point of sale, and customer service would be paramount. Imagine strolling down a bustling high street, browsing through independent boutiques and chatting with knowledgeable shopkeepers. It would be a far cry from the impersonal nature of online shopping. Section 5. Leisure and Entertainment. Rediscovering analog pleasures. In today's digital age, it's easy to forget the simple pleasures of life beyond the screen. We are constantly bombarded with entertainment options, from streaming services to social media, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from the physical world. In a world without the internet, we would have to rediscover the joys of analog entertainment. Board games, books, outdoor activities, and face-to-face interactions would once again become the cornerstones of our leisure time. Imagine spending an evening playing board games with friends and family, losing yourself in a captivating novel, or simply enjoying a walk in nature. It would be a refreshing change of pace from the constant stimulation of the digital world.